Hi everyone, welcome to our first ever Coaches Roundtable. We're going to talk about 5 different topics today. First thing we're going to talk about is programming, accessory work, things like that. Sean, why don't you start us off?
Okay, so I write the programming for the gym. Been doing that since 2012. Found a good role or a good niche with it to program 1 week at a time, and that helps me kind of gauge how everybody's feeling, recovery, things like that. The ultimate goal with programming is to increase the health and wellness. Obviously within there's some more micro goals, challenge our athletes, make sure everything is adjustable, have fun, good things like that. I have a couple of rules. So at home I have this whiteboard, and I have the month laid out, and then I'll have a blank week for the upcoming week. So I'll look at what we've done. A couple of my rules are 1 day has to be dedicated to a heavy day, just straight getting stronger, not conditioning mixed in there to challenge that. Another day, 1 or 2 days of teamwork to build camaraderie, maybe in interval work fashion, have fun with that. That's a blast. Our people love that. Another day is no shoulders to give our bodies a break through that, to recover, optimize our performance throughout the few days that we're going through. Another principle is 2 to 3 days of the week needs to be couplets and triplets. So that's the heart of CrossFit, getting fit, well programmed, looking at what we've done, what we haven't done, gauging where our people are at, and kind of programming accordingly. A couple of you guys, you guys been here for years, and Jenna obviously coming up on a year or 2 plus, so maybe you guys talk about how the programming has changed or affected you guys. I'm going to go Nolan.
I think just having been here for probably 7 years now, and how it began, learning that more isn't always better, that smarter is better, and realizing that if you want to push your fitness, that it's just being smarter with your training and just putting that effort into the work in front of you. And I always think hey, I need to cram in as much as possible. When we started, trying to do a squat cycle with a strength cycle with 9 conditioning pieces and just being beat up every day, and realizing that hey, a little bit of accessory work, 10 minutes here and there with a class is plenty.
Yeah. I mean, to go back to that real quick too, like you said, we used to do so much, and I wasn't probably 3/4 of how fit I am now by going hard in the class workouts and doing the quality work that my body needs, whether that's some extra high pulse to keep my shoulders healthy, and just really investing in more of my recovery, and then when I'm in class, just my output and getting coached. Maybe Abby?
I was going to say the same thing. I have, just by doing the accessory work, working with Elena, having her program, the high pulls, the presses, my lifts have jumped more than doing those cycles, like doing snatch balances and back squats, front squats, repeatedly, 2 or 3 times a week. I've seen the snatch go up 10, 15 pounds. The deadlift, the deadlift going up, jumping up just the other day. And the other thing I was going to say is the creativity of the programming. I have friends outside of here that kind of watch our program, just coming out on Facebook, and they admire how creative our workouts are. It's not always just a, back and forth. It's 3 minutes of this and then 1 minute of this. And so it's always fun to have all that kind of sprinkled in throughout the week.
And maybe Elena, you want to be competitive in this arena, and you still take class. So maybe that's something in terms of, talking to people of you trained with your people, and then to want to be competitive, you just do the things that you need to work on. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. So like Nolan was saying before, that more is not the answer, more is not better. I do take class with you guys every day, and that has just gotten me, and I know I could speak on you guys too, so much more fit over the past few months, because you're working out with like-minded people beside you versus doing stuff off in the corner where maybe no one's really watching you, you're not pushing as hard, and class has just been so much fun. It really is. I and always so excited to hop in at 10 a.m. or whatever class and just throw down with everyone else. And then, like Sean was touching on, outside of that, it's things that I just need to work on to make me a better athlete to where I want to be. So that's just outside accessory work. Again, doing things that I specifically need to get up or to strengthen. But other than that, it's taking class, doing that, and then taking care of my body outside of here.
Outside of like our class programming, we have accessory or corrective programming. So maybe we'll talk in ways of how we use it for accessory weakness work, and then how we use it for corrective work. So you want to speak on, like, you're Elena's athlete, and you've been working. You just kind of touched on like your snatches and stuff, but I know we all have kind of like we all have things. For me and you, it's our shoulders, and for you for a while it was your back, and you've put in the work to fix that. And for you it was your knees. I feel like each person has a thing or a hang up that if they don't give enough love to or untouched for too long, it can kind of get away from them. So do you want to talk about how
Yeah, sure.
you have that program?
So I went to Elena because I was always having just that one shoulder that just always bugged you. Doing push-ups, doing pull-ups, it never felt good. I never was able to move without pain, really. And it's not necessarily needing, like, having to do push jerks every day or like 5 days a week or 3 days a week or whatever it is. It was more of the corrective work. So going through Elena, doing the high pulls and the strict press and banded stuff, and even going to the dreaded wall climbs, but it transfers over to everything. Just feel good. I was practicing butterfly pull-ups before or after class, I should say, without the pain. And so it's always nice to know that, like, there's work there. It doesn't need to beat yourself up. It's just that extra 10 minutes of doing banded stuff or dumbbell stuff, kettlebell stuff, overhead carries, whatever it is. So that's really helped me.
So I guess how accessory work can go is people have, corrective work that they do, like Abby said. So people come to us in pain or having some form of tweak that they want to correct to make class feel better, things outside of here feel better, and that's like a big area that we focus on specifically correcting. And like Abby said, for some people it's the shoulders, some people it's the lower body. So it's not necessarily doing more push jerks or more push-ups or whatever. It's going back and realizing that it's a lot less work and focusing on like the little things to strengthen and then eventually correct over time. We have that, and then there's some people who do the accessory work that just have other goals in mind that they want. Some people getting stronger, some people getting, their first muscle ups. Like I know Sean can speak on this when he worked with a few athletes who wanted muscle ups, and they worked really hard for a few months and they ended up getting them. So those are two routes that we go with the accessory program, is the corrective work, but then people also have these skills and things that they want to achieve, and that's what they come to us for.
Yeah, to wrap this up with programming, like we have a very good track record for people who come to us in pain. I think we've been working, you and I specifically, with athletes for a year who came to us in pain and quickly got out of pain, and now it's just it's maintenance to keep them healthy for the long term, because that's ultimately what we all want, is to be healthy, and when that gets taken away, nothing is fun. And then the accessory is just awesome in terms of if they have a clean bill of health and they have specific goals, we can fast track those goals, whether that's muscle ups, pull ups, increase your snatch, and we have a pretty good track record with that too. So that stuff's out there.